السلام عليكم، هلا والله شباب، كيف حالك؟ حسكت معكم وليد البحريني من لعبة تراث. طبعا وقفنا هنا بالحلقة السابقة اللي هي الحلقة الرابعة. إن شاء الله نبدأ بالحلقة الخامسة. أوكي، خلونا نبدأ باللعبة. بسم الله نتوكل على الله. أوكي، بعد ما فضحوا سبستيان أكلها سبستيان، الحين يبغون عليه عمه.
Everyone knows your garlic.
طيب صعد من هنا، من هنا العودة إلى صف الأستاذ اللي هو الشايب. من هنا من هنا صف فوق.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
طيب.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
توي تذكر.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
طيب تحدث.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
ايش فيه؟
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
صفحة مسروقة.
It appears someone has got to the book before us.
يا مفقودة يا مسروقة.
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir.
طيب.
I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Okay.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand.
Okay.
I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
طيب.
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
تم إنجاز المهمة. زين. الصحة صارت 25. ماشي.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
عشان يوصلنا بسرعة. انتقال.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
خارطة العالم. ايش فيه؟ زين خلينا نخلص المهمة الأولى.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
أبشر بعزت.
What? Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we?
ماشي.
First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
X. ازعاج ازعاج والله.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potty.
I wonder if hippogriffs like not.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes, of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You've been? I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later, even with soil, sunlight, and
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
اوكي هذا ياخذ 9 دقائق على ما ينبت.
Done!
Okay.
Once it can be harvested, you're Now, what say we branch out? You'll find that some plants are The cabbages do get testy with that.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of... Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh!
طيب خلصنا. الحين نصعد فوق.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
حلو جمعنا. زين نحط.
Look at that. They can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. It did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was a man.
You were? I mean, of course. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
آخر جمع نصعد فوق.
Sunlight. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they were and good, as you...
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't...
I think you'll come to see that the... Well, I suppose that's everything.
اوكي خلاص تم انجاز المهمة. صف علم الاعشاب.
Those mandrakes are really relishing.
وش المهمة الحين اللي بعدها؟
Only cost me my damned hearing.
تبعد علينا 590. زين. نطلع هنا يكون علينا أقرب. زين. مقابلة نيتي اللي هي صديقتنا السمراء.
I adore getting out of bed.
Ugh, what am I missing?
ماشي. بعيدة هذه. ها؟ اوه نحط خارطة العالم. هذه هي. ما في الا اللي هو عشان يوصلني للمكان. طيب ماشي. لا نطلع من هنا.
How much longer do you think Black will be headmaster?
اوكي. بعدين نرجع المدرسة ثاني مرة لأن عندنا مهمة بعد. حجر القمر على الظاهر صح؟ حجر القمر. ممكن يفيدنا بعدين. تجمعهم تستفيد من عندهم شيء ولا هذه تبيعهم. حتى الملابس اوكي وصلنا لها. من هنا؟ لا. لازم احط هنا.
It is good to see you, my friend.
بغينا ننزل حلقة.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip.
I am well.
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but
I've never met Rookwood.
But whatever the reason, for now, it is safe to say that Rookwood... I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. Both of you have inspired me.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock.
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle...
I spoke with her. She was polite, but I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive... I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank...
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
خل نشوف في شيء صاير هناك. تم إنجاز. نقول يروح هناك مساعدة الغريبة. أوكي.
They must have come this way. Think.
مين هذولا؟
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Habibi.
Leave her alone.
Still aside.
So, hunt begins. Fond of it.
بعد صح؟
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right there!
Don't go anywhere.
Take this student off of my body!
How did that feel?
Made a great mistake. You will pay for your deeds.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
تحدث مع الغريبة. Okay.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part. Care to tell me why two
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood.
It's a long story, but...
Well, best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highland.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky. Chatters on end. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago. These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins.
Okay.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, I'll let you in on a... No one has yet managed to figure... I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important...
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in... I had just arrived to test my theory when I was... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the...
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
طيب يقول يروح عند الصندوق.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
أوراق النباتات.
Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
تلك الأعمدة هنا.
Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
أوكي، استخدام.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Aha!
The flames make the pyre sink.
أشعل النار عليهن. كم واحدة هن؟ 3. طيب.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
يبين بسرعة.
Incendio!
يبين بسرعة.
Yes, how beautiful!
مين هذا؟
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
نرجع للسيدة.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have you. How does it work?
طيب.
I must review my notes. I may have missed some.
Are all of the trials like this one?
You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe my guess is that each will also require, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more.
Okay, خلاص.
And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
تم إنجاز المهمة. حلو. في مهمة بعد صف الجرعات. خلاص هذه آخر مهمة راح نروح عليها وخلاص. أوكي ننتقل بسرعة. زين. هنا انتقال سريع عشان نخلص الجرعات وبعدها نوقف خلاص.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
نضغط. انتقال. راح ننزل من هنا.
My sister will be going to the holiday.
تنفعنا.
Perhaps you can... Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look
انتظار.
completely incompetent, which he is.
بدأ المهمة. مين هذا؟
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
اوكي.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
بطلات من العصير. طيب. بعد. المفرط.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a...
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye. Listen, anyone with a troll size... I'm just missing one tiny last thing.
I suspect that's where I come in.
I simply need a single food...
I'll get you the Fruiper Feather, as long as you're certain Sharp...
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing.
طيب. شنو يبي هو؟
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it?
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing. Finish your potion. A well-prepared...
طيب. هذه هي. خلصنا.
Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fruiper Feather you wanted.
You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
29 ثانية. اوكي قرب يخلص.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely...
Taking responsibility for one's actions. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I confess I was skeptical given the...
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember, in addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain and pay particular attention in herbology. The plant... Now, I recommend that you find it... That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
خلاص. اوكي شباب، وصلنا نهاية المقطع. كان اخوكم وليد البحرين من لعبة تراث. لا تنسوا اللايك والاشتراك بالقناة، انشروا مع اصحابكم، ويعطيكم الف عافية.